Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video I would like to read an article entitled House of Lords International Relations and Defense Commit UN Conventions on the Law of the Sea report. International Law. Emily Hebbs. The 1982 United Nations Conventions on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, was a landmark convention setting out the rules relating to the world oceans and seas. The conventions cover issues including territorial limits, resources, and protections of the marine environment. In March 2022, the House of Lords International Affairs and Defense Committee published a report examining whether the conventions was still fit for purpose. Government response to the chair's letter. On 28 November 2022, the House of Lords is due to debate the House of Lords International Relations and Defense Committee report, UNCLOS, the Law of the Sea in the 21st Century, published on 1 March 2022. 1. UN Convention on the Law of the Sea. The UN Nation Conventions on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS, adopted in 1982, established rules governing all uses of the oceans and their resources. It includes traditional rules for the uses of the word ocean and seas and new legal concepts to address current concern. The conventions also provides the framework for further development of specific areas of the law of the sea. The then Secretary General of the UN, Boutros Ghali, described UNCLOS as possibly the most significant legal instrument of this century. When it came into force in 1994, the conventions include provisions on navigational rights, territorial sea limits, economical jurisdiction, legal status of resources of the seabed beyond the limits of national jurisdiction, passage of ships through narrow straits, conservation and management of living marine resources, protections of the marine environment, a marine research regime, a binding procedure for settlement of disputes between states. 68 states of bodies have ratified the convention. 2. House of Lords International Affairs and Defense Committee report. Launching its inquiry in October 2021, the committee set out to examine whether UNCLOS was still fit to purpose. New challenges such as rising sea level and autonomous maritime vehicles have arisen in the 40 years since the convention was negotiated. In addition, the committee wanted to investigate whether UNCLOS could address issues which have intensified in recent years, such as maritime security, human rights abuses at sea, biodiversity loss, and environmental degradation. The committee's report asserted that the conventions overall before looking in detail at 5 areas: maritime security, climate change and environment, human rights and labor protections at sea, maritime autonomous vehicle, regulations of access to economic resources. And 2.1 UNCLOS. The committee highlighted that enforcing UNCLOS was a challenge, while recognizing that this was true for all international law. The committee addressed open registries in which countries allow foreign-owned or controlled vessels to use their flag. It said that these are usually flags of convenience, where a ship sails under the flag of a state with limited domestic regulation and enforcement capacity and a few criteria for registration, and have led to a jurisdictional vacuum on the high seas. The committee argued that while UNCLOS has largely been successful, it should be updated and supplemented to address current challenges. The committee recommended that the government uses its influence in the International Maritime Organization, based in London, to explore ways to update the existing law, reconsider its positions that annual meeting of the states parties to UNCLOS are not an appropriate forum to discuss substantive issues, take on the global leadership role in developing and enforcing the law of the sea, increasing its engagement with states and other actors, aim to increase the presence of British judges on institutions like the International Tribunal for the Law of the Sea. 2.2 Maritime security. The committee said that many of the flag states with the largest registered tonnage did not have the capacity or inclination to fulfill their obligation in terms of management, control, or enforcement of the registered fleet. The committee recommended that the government work with others to ensure there is a genuine link between vessel and the state in which they are registered, and to tighten the criteria of its own ship registry as an example to others. On piracy, the committee said the UNCLOS and related instruments had generally been successful. On piracy, the committee said the UNCLOS and related instruments had generally been successful at tackling piracy. It acknowledged that piracy often originates on land and cannot be solved by agreement for use on the sea, but the supplementary agreement to UNCLOS had helped address this situation. The committee said the government should further enhance its capacity building activities to assist other coastal states to address security threats, including piracy and armed robbery at sea. The committee highlighted that China has claimed exclusive jurisdictions over the South China Sea and rejected the principle of freedom of navigation and freedom of innocent passage as outlined by UNCLOS. So the time is up, and the article will be continued to read on the next video. So bye bye, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Bye.